While on the hunt, Orion debates aggressiveness over caution. Captain, why must we wait for the Morganas to make a move? Let's bring the battle to them. I love your enthusiasm, Orion, but facing an unknown enemy is reckless. I don't need to know my enemy to sink them. True, but to act impetuously, and you'll be the one to find yourself at the bottom of the sea. You would rather the Morganas kill our allies instead of bringing the fight to them? That's not the choice we're discussing. I don't want you and the crew to throw your lives away in disorganized charges. Oh, I didn't realize you cared so much for us, Captain. What is a captain who has no consideration for his ship and crew? Well, I care for some of you more than I do for others. I care that my reputation would be ruined if I lost the bell to recklessness. No better than a captain who waits for the enemy to make a move. Looks like my caution has led us to having a battle at a place of our choosing. Go figure. This discussion isn't over. It is merely being postponed by the gift of battle. Captain? Let's get a little closer before the shooting starts. We won't hit anything at this range. Agreed. We hardly had time to prepare for that last battle. Do you now see the value of caution, Orion? Perhaps your way of thinking has some merits, Captain. Why else would I have been made captain? For now, a time may come where we don't have where we where a time may come when we have to do things your way. Perhaps now you'll see how foolish it is to disagree with me. I really look forward to the day you let me have my way. Would you care to rephrase that? My apologies, Captain. With your permission, I'll take my leave now. It's my fault, Orion. I'm the captain and I set the tone for our interactions. You're dismissed. Captain, I must reiterate my apology from earlier. There's no need to do that. We're both still new to this partnership, after all. Yes, and it can be a little overwhelming to be surrounded by so many cute boys in uniform. I prefer the male. I'm sure the male members of our crew would prefer to be called men. But they are also inexperienced, compared to the wealth of knowledge I've collected over the years. They are veritable school children. You bells do have quite a bit of insight to share. No one should argue that point. Captain? Yes? Do you think I'm cute? No cuter than a younger sibling constantly pestering me to play with them. Who wouldn't think so? Isn't it obvious? For future reference, this is the look on my face immediately before I change the topic of conversation. You might want to remember it. No fun, Captain. Orion, we're under attack. Get to your station. Phew, that was remarkably well timed. The ocean is so calm now. It's striking, considering we're at battle not that long ago. I'm just waiting for the damn klaxon to sound. Morganas are pretty usually good at killing moods like this. Do you think the world will calm as well? Once this war is finally won? I believe it will. After all, bringing peace to the world is why we signed up for the military. I have no idea, but I hope we'll both be there to see it if so. Sure it will, until the next threat comes along to disrupt that peace. Surviving that long might be impossible. I hope so as well, Captain. It almost seems funny that a captain and a warship are discussing peace. You might not understand this, but just because I am good at defeating an enemy ship doesn't mean I enjoy it. I understand how that could be true. Why must they keep attacking? Do they not value their lives, Captain? I have no idea. Either way, our response is the same. To battle stations. Yes, Captain. Orion, what are those letters you have? I've seen you carrying them around the ship. These? They are simply letters from my many admirers. I'm not surprised. You're one of the most powerful bells in this war. In that case, I would have expected the bundle to be twice as large. I wasn't aware of the extent of others' admirations to you. Is my strength and battle prowess all you see when you look at me? Sorry to intrude, Captain, but there's a shortage of potatoes in the galley. There's a... Are you saying potatoes have gone missing? In bulk? Less missing, more crushed. I don't have the full story, though, Captain. I was just sent to... Got it. I better get going. Excuse me, Orion. To see 2 potatoes? How would that require the captain's attention? Unless the captain was avoiding my question. I guess my answer will have to wait. Orion, I'm glad I found you. I think you dropped this. A missing letter. Thank you so much, Captain. You're welcome, although I didn't think you would be so excited to get a simple letter back. There's nothing simple about this letter, Captain. This is a love letter. And love is hardly ever simple. Have you ever been in love, Captain? Yes, but things didn't work out so well. I might be right now, but I'm not sure if I object to my affections feels the same way. Not sure if I've ever had the time. If all you do is wage war, then how much of your life is truly worth? Well, the thing is, must the Morganas always attack whenever we try to have a conversation? I'm not sure, but we can discuss that after the battle. Excuse me, are you the crewman who found Orion's letter? Yes, Captain. I found it in the control room. Did you happen to read the letter? No, Captain. Although I did try, the pages were all blank. Blank pages? You mean there was nothing written in the letter? Yes, Captain. All 3 pages were completely blank. Return to your station. Be sure to speak of this to no one. Captain, you wanted to see me? I want to give you a reward for doing so well in today's battle. Ooh, I like the sound of that. What is it? It was a new ribbon to tie your letters together with. I hate to see more of them lost about the ship. It was a small Cada box. You can put the letters in there and never fear of dropping them again. It was a string. Type your letters tighter from now on. That is so thoughtful, Captain. Thank you. Keep up the good work, Orion. Orion, do you know what day it is? Is this a trick question? Alright. Today is the day we take the fight to the Morganas. Is it really, Captain? Are we really making a preemptive attack? Yes, I've been in communication with Command, and they've ordered us to seek out a specific Morgana fleet. We're not far from them now. Ah, I can't wait. I've never seen you so fierce, Orion. Perhaps there is something to be said about going on the offensive. Indeed there is, Captain. In fact, I think I can track down some other Morganas, if you would like to keep on the offensive. That might not be the best move, despite how well the battle went today. Aren't you worried about putting yourself in harm's way? Feel free to track down as many as you want, but I'll need to check with Command before we engage. Oh, this is exciting. Captain, I found several Morgana ships ripe for the attack. Excellent work, Orion. I will override your report and take the information to Command. By that time, the Morganas might have moved out of reach. We need to act now. Just to remind you about the folly of recklessness. I'd just as soon not risk blundering into someone else's operation by accident. No harm in checking. I've got my orders too, Orion. Absent imminent threat to civilian traffic or coastal communities. We observe until otherwise necessary. I think we'd notice if there was another operation going on, Captain. Despite what you say, I am responsible for everyone on this ship. I can't just order an attack on a whim. It's not a whim. It's based on good intelligence. Don't you trust me? Yes, I trust you. However, I don't trust the Morganas, and I can't help but feel like they're planning something. Perhaps they are, which is why we need to attack before they can enact their plan. We will engage the weakest Morgana you've identified so far. Yes! After I've checked with command. Good grief, you're no fun. Captain, I brewed some fresh tea and was wondering if you would like to join me in a cup. I'd love a cup. Where could you have possibly found the fresh tea out of here on the ocean? I'd love to tell you, but a girl has to have some secret, sugar. No, thank you. I'm not much for sweets. Just one lump. I like a little sweetness in my tea. As much sugar as takes to hide the taste of the tea. I like a little sweetness in my tea too. That's why I asked you to join me. This tea does taste exceptional. If you have any more, I'd be glad to share another pot with you in the future. Well then, I'll make sure to pick some more up next time we make it to port. A few crewmen did report seeing you at the dock at night. The last time we made port, is that true? Perhaps. You are one secretive lady, Orion. So I am a lady now. Here I thought I was just a bell to you. Oh then, I owe you an apology for making you feel that way. What a shame, the rest of my tea is going to get cold. Captain, how would you feel about having a dog on board? A dog? Where do you want one? Well, he could hunt down mice on board. Keep them from eating our rice. That's why we have the cat. Which I'm sure the dog would attack before the mice. Well, we could train the dog to protect the brig. I don't think there's such a danger of occasional drunken disorderly sailors staging a breakout. So, are you saying you don't want a dog on board? No, but I don't think we need one. No, I'd love to have a dog. You just need to work on your arguments. Yes, I'm sorry, but dogs have no use on a ship. Maybe you're alright. I'll just take this puppy back home. Oh my, that is a very cute puppy. I know you'd love him. I named him Cappy. After you, of course. Do you really think I'm that easy to manipulate? Really? Look at Cappy's little face and tell me I was wrong. I'm not the one who's going to be stuck cleaning up after him. Let's make that very clear. Alright, I've been meaning to ask you something. What is it, Captain? What's on your mind? Did you pick Cappy up on the docks, like you did for your tea? No, Captain. You know I like to have my secrets. I'll find out eventually. You can't keep secrets on a ship forever. What is it, Cappy? What's wrong? Look at the port. A Morgana's heading right for us. Yeah, I'm not going to let the lookouts live this one down anytime soon. Did you really doubt that Cappy would be useful on board? Perhaps at first. But he's a great companion to have on lonely nights. But he's proven himself to be a great cat chaser. I thought he was going to end up as just another mouth to feed. Seems like he takes after you in more than just his name. Always honest, aren't you, Orion? Captain, look what I picked up in port. Oolong tea. It's one of my sister's favourites. Smells fantastic. Did you say sister? Well, technically Perth is my half-sister. Why do you look surprised? I just haven't heard you talk about her. Not surprised, just... How do you think she's doing these days? You'll have to excuse me. It's just still strange to hear warships talk about their family members. She's alright. I think changing names was hard for her. But she seems to like being Australian. There's still so much I don't know about you, Bells. Perhaps you could share more with me sometime. What if I knew anything you didn't already know? The particulars of our own existence are a little out of reach even for us. Are you sure this just isn't another lady secret you refuse to share with me? No, believe me, I wish I knew more about the Bells myself. Well. So, are you ever going to make oolong tea, Orion? We just started talking about my sister and the Bells, and it just slipped my mind. I'll go do so right now. Excuse me, Captain, but have you seen Lady Orion? She just went to boil some tea. Why do you ask, sailor? Could you give her this package, Captain? I have to get back to my post. Sure. Do you have any idea what's in the package? Not sure, Captain. My best guess, based on the smell, is that it's another package of tea leaves. You have a good nose. Dismissed, sailor. I'm back. Did I miss anything? This package was dropped off for you, although I have no idea how it was delivered onto this ship. This package came for you, Orion. Does it have anything to do with one of your secrets? So, the big secret was someone drops off the tea for you. No, the big secret is who is doing the dropping off, Captain. The mystery will have to wait. Cappy. Cappy, come here, boy. Captain, have you seen Cappy? Seems like I haven't seen him in hours. I was just looking for him myself. Can't you feel where he is within the ship? If he was somewhere isolated, I could. But if he's surrounded by sailors, it could be harder to pinpoint him. Those are certainly some supernatural senses you have, Orion. A shame they aren't currently doing me any good. There you are, boy. Where have you been hiding, and what's that in your mouth? Oh no, my Bermuda Easter lilies. And welcome to the downside of having a dog in an enclosed space. It's not his fault. He's probably just hungry for something other than slop. That's no excuse for his behaviour. I'll replace the flowers somehow. Okay, fair point. If I'd known Bermuda Easter lilies were on the menu option last night, could always send him to the break. You don't have to, Captain, but I do appreciate the thought. Looks like the Morganas are at it again. Good job, Cappy. I guess that makes up for the flowers. Alright, about your invitation. Though it's not really clear what I'm invited to. Nothing serious. I thought you just might like some long tea. Oh, thank you. Never had the chance to try it last time you made it. You know, I don't think I've ever been in your quarters before. Is it not what you expected? Actually, I have no idea what I expected to find in here. To be honest, I never gave it a lot of thought. But it's certainly not what I was expecting. No, this seems just about right. Lots of gold and pale green colours. What, you don't have an ounce of imagination? You're so tough, Orion. I guess I thought the room might be a little more intimidating. Even though women can be girls at heart, Captain, should I be any different? No, I guess not. Sounds as if my quest for tea has been thwarted again. Orion, why do you carry those letters around with you everywhere? I told you, these are letters from my admirers. They are close to my heart. I didn't want to bring this up to you before, but that letter you lost earlier was blank. You tried to read my letter? Surely you realized that's gross invasion of privacy. I didn't have to try and read it to see that it was. Their timing just keeps getting worse. I think I owe you an apology, Captain. I shouldn't have become so upset with you. You are the captain after all. That doesn't mean your correspondence is any of my business. Sorry I brought it in. No, it's alright. The truth is, all these letters on my waist are blank. I've never received a single love letter. How is that possible? I know many of the crew members spend hours writing you love letters and poems. They write me letters, but they don't love me. Not truly. They don't even know me. These letters remind me of what I am missing, and of what I want more than anything in this world. Thank you for sharing this with me, Orion. Hope you get your love letter one day. You need to do more than hope for love, if you ever hope to achieve it. Perhaps you should get to know these men who write you. Then you might find love. You might be right. Perhaps I need to be more active in my search for love. It seems like the Morganas are getting stronger every time we face them. I doubt we would have lasted this long against them if it wasn't for you, Bells. During our time fighting the Morganas, I've witnessed your human spirit firsthand, even without our help. I wouldn't count you out. That's a kind thing to say, even if we both know humanity wouldn't stand a chance. Perhaps it was because of your human spirit that we Bells came to defend you in the first place. Or perhaps you just pitied us. You Bells have some connection to the planet. I was just joking about you as though you're not individuals, I guess. You deserve better. Or else you're planning on taking the planet over yourselves once the Morganas have been defeated. I do hope that was a joke, Captain. Once again, it seems as if I know less about the bells than you give me credit for, Orion. You'll pick it up. Of that I am reasonably certain. Orion, I think I should apologize for our last talk. I still don't know that much about bells, and sometimes I speak out of turn. You don't need to say anything, Captain. I realize how strange it must have been when we suddenly showed up. Strange isn't a big enough word. I've met enough of you by now to trust you, though. Even if I don't know where you came from to be here. Oh, even if I didn't know how you came to be here. Blind trust is rarely advisable, Captain. In this case, your beloved caution serves you well. Speak of the devils, those damn Morganas never let up. Those Morganas should be getting weaker. It seems every time we face them, they're getting even stronger. I wish I had that kind of ability. It's hard to not feel fatigued after a while. And it doesn't look as if the fighting will let up anytime soon. As long as I get to remain near you, I'll gladly continue the good fight. Happy to have you by my side. I I don't know what to say, Orion. Please don't say that. I'm not worth your suffering. Glad to hear it. Captain, Gabby seems so reckless lately. Or so restless lately. I wish we could take him somewhere to run around. I couldn't agree more. Which is why it's so convenient that we're about to drop anchor by a nearby island. And we can give him a chance to run around like a maniac on dry land. You realize I can't go too far from the ship, right? I know. Well, stay close to shore, don't worry. Well then, I'll go get some sandwiches and a few drinks. This ought to be fun. Sometime later. You look so happy. Thank you for making this stop, Captain. Well, he isn't the only one who looks happy. You seem to be enjoying yourself as well. To be honest, I needed to step foot on actual land as much as Cappy. No offense, but man wasn't meant to be at sea all day. He can't stay here long. I know it would make everyone feel better. I've always liked spending time on land. This warm sand feels wonderful. What did you find, Cappy? Ah, oh my captain, save me! What is it? Are you hurt? Wait, you're screaming about this little crab? I hate crabs. And are you laughing at me? Is it another crab boy? No, Captain. Those are Morganas on the horizon. Great. I've never seen you quite so wrathful in battle. Orion, is something wrong? Those damn Morganas ruin every good moment we have. Why can't we just have one day without them showing up? I don't know. I do know that we shouldn't stop having good moments just because they might show up. You're right. Let's go put some tea on and share a few biscuits. Tea and biscuits? Don't need to be told twice. How about fried rabbit and ox tea soup? I could eat that all day long. I'm not much for meat dishes, alright? Never had that combination before. But if it's firming, I'm game. If it's filling, I'm game. Can't believe we have the same favourites. Oh, you have no idea what you're missing. Next time we make pot, I'll make sure to get the cooks pick up the ingredients. It seems like Cappy agrees with you, Orion. Not that I would doubt a dog would like no doubt a dog would like rabbit meat. Always trying to alert us. Of course. Smell that fresh ocean air. Orion, what a day. The weather is so temperate and beautiful here. I never thought of how you might feel about weather. Do heavy rains bother you? I don't mind the rain so much. It's the snow that drives me crazy. I would have figured. Being from England, you would rather have more of what you're used to. You would have been more used to the I would have figured being from England you would have had more use to the snow. Oh, I've been around a lot of it, and I absolutely hate it. I wish I was born in someplace warm, like Spain or Mexico. I love the cold. I couldn't imagine living anywhere too hot or too cold. I love the sun too. This is paradise. I'm the opposite. Give me ice and snow. I can't fathom why. Well, I'm glad the sun is out for you to enjoy. Soak it in. This nice weather will only last so long. Captain, it came today. It came. Orion, compose yourself. This is still a Navy vessel. Sorry, Captain. I'm just so excited. What is it? I never seen you jump around like this before. My love letter. I finally received a love letter from someone who truly understands me. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. Is that so? And this is quite the day for you. Actually? Cappy got a hold of the letter before I did. He chewed up the last page and I have no idea who wrote it. Good grief. You really have no clue? Well, the person knows my favourite flower. So that gives me an idea. Bet it's the cook. I saw how he gave you extra pudding at dinner last night. I can remember that delivered your package of tea the other day. Seems like he's taken a liking to you. Maybe Cappy learned to write. He does seem like quite the smart puppy, don't you, boy? You're a smart puppy. Sure, make fun of me, Captain. But I'm going to identify my admirer before this war ends. Well, I'm out of suggestions. Perhaps you'll get another letter at this time. Cappy won't chew off the name. Do you really think so, Captain? I can't wait to read what my admirer sends me next. Captain, you were right. I got another letter from my admirer. Well, who is it from? Don't keep me in suspense. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. I was hoping you could do it for me. I'm too nervous to open it myself. Hand it over. I'll open it up and find out whose heart has been smitten. Put it out with a fancy language and open the letter before I explode from excitement. Looks like you'll have to wait a bit longer to find out who the mystery person is. My lady, leave it to Morganas to spoil the best moments of your life. I couldn't wait for that battle to end. If it had lasted one more minute, I was going to unleash my entire arsenal at once. So, don't freak out, but I dropped the letter during the battle. I'm sure it wasn't the last letter from your mystery admirer. Maybe you should have, because I lost the letter during the last salvo from the Morganas. Perhaps you should have moved at half speed when you took the last turn, because I dropped the letter from the rocking ship. What? Damn those Morganas, they keep ruining my love life. I used to dislike them before, but now I completely hate them. Chin up, Orion. Tomorrow is a new day, and if the person really loves you, they will keep sending you love letters. For your sake, you better be right. Orion, look what I found in the mess hall. Another letter from your secret admirer. Should I open it? Open it, open it, open it, open it, quickly, before Morgana show up. I screw up everything. Alright, let's see. Undying love, beautiful flowery hair, deep violet eyes, and that is it. What? No name, sorry. Really? Give me that letter. Damn, you're right. Wonder why my admirer didn't write their name in this letter. Do I have to say it? The mystery has to wait until after the battle. The Morgana's timing is spot on as always. Well, that's another battle in the win column. Not that it matters much, since I'm no closer to finding out who my admirer is. Don't worry. We'll just have to content ourselves with having good moments until they really reveal themselves. Do you really want to be involved with someone who makes a game of this sort of thing? If you have something better in mind, Captain, I'm all ears.